Jamal and H-Rap. It's 2024. Chief Seats. We're back.
2024, baby.
What's good, my brother?
Man, trying to figure it out, man.
What it look like?
Trying to figure it out, but you know what? Year started off a little different, but I ain't gonna say it started off on a high note, man. It's gonna be a good year this year. I can feel it already, man.
Yeah,
I can feel it already, man.
I'm trying to tell myself too, man. That's exactly what I'm trying to tell myself because, man, things, I don't know, man. Life
gonna life, bro.
Yeah.
Life gonna life. That ain't nothing new. We built for it, though.
That's what I heard, man. That's what I heard. I heard I'm built for this, man.
Listen, let me tell you like this right here, man. I got some good news. I'm not gonna share it right now. I'm gonna share it later though. But I'm just telling you, we're gonna talk about that later on. But when you start the year off with good news like that, and then you start the year off with a Dallas Cowboy playoff loss, you knew I was gonna go there, bro. You knew I was gonna go there, man. You knew I was gonna go there. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. Today, I never thought I was gonna have to deal with so many sensitive people, man. But you know what? It is what it is, man. And hopefully, my San Francisco 49ers won't have that same fate. But if they do, hey, if I get salty like some of these cats did today, man, you make sure you know what I'm saying, pull my coat.
Salute the Rated Cavy in the building. It's always good to see that people support. It's always good to see you, my brother. Yeah, man, that Dallas Cowboys situation is a hard pill to swallow for a whole lot of people. You got people with their feelings. You got Jerry Jones crying. You got the people on the media. You know what? As I work, I listen to a show called Get Up. First thing in the morning on ESPN. It is a show hosted by Mike Greenberg. It is also, I got my little bro in here. Yep. And to me, it's a very good show. It's unlike a lot of these shows. We got Ben stepping in the building. It's all good. Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
I'm just not able to see the chat, man. I see Kev talking about that Dallas loss was bad for us. He gonna have to explain that. Hold on, let me make sure I read it right. He said the Dallas was bad.
It's a real team in the national in the NFC Championship game.
Who?
Yeah.
Okay, then.
You know what, man? I saw what you could deem reverse racism today. Dan Orlowski, in a roundabout way, asked why y'all cutting Dak. He didn't say it, but he was like, I just find it strange that we're talking about the coaches, we're talking about the schemes, and we're not talking about Dak. And I'm like, But look, get this. This is the same cat that sits on ESPN every day and exalts Josh Allen. I mean, every Monday and exalts Josh Allen for 3 interceptions because he Brett Favre 2.0.
It's gonna work like that. You know that, man. You already know that. And listen, ain't no point in dancing around it, bro. I mean, we already know what it is, man. We know the racial component is always gonna be a part of professional sports. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Dak Prescott would never get the praise that Josh Allen is going to get. He's never going to get that mercy. He ain't gonna never be in a situation where his sins are forgiven more so than a player like Josh Allen. It is what it is.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Can we go ahead and put that out there? Right.
No,
it ain't nothing new. It ain't nothing new. Right. But then you got people that want to point that out. Mm-hmm. Right. You got people that want to press that issue. Right. And shout out to them for doing that. You know what I'm saying? You got people that's going to do that. But then you got these same people that's going to, in our own community, going to crucify a player like LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, come on. If you're going to do it, make sure you got that energy across the board when it comes to us, right? I'm going to say that, and I'm going to leave that right there.
We got
Anthony. Salute, bro. That's my guy right there.
Yeah, man, it's awful strange.
Still want my battle.
Oh, yeah. He ducking that battle. That's what we're saying. We're going to put it out there. He's ducking the battle.
2024, man. Come on, set it up, man.
But
Go ahead, though. I ain't mean to interrupt your thought, bro.
oh, no, it's all good. We gotta pick on Anthony at all times. But the funny thing is, man, no one in the history of entertainment or sports wants to have that true conversation about the racial components in entertainment, athletics, and so forth and so on. But what they do is they slide in small facts like Taylor Swift tour made more money than Beyonce's. Yeah, it's more white people in the country than black people.
I mean, you know,
And then they go through all these little nonsensical comparisons and things of that nature. And you're right. When LeBron James, it's an old adage. When white folks get cold, when white folks get a cold, black folks get pneumonia. And this is exactly what's going on with Dak Prescott. I'm not here to excuse LeBron James for choking that first year against Dallas. I'm not here to excuse Dak Prescott for choking last night. But what I would like to offer is this. I got two possible scenarios, and maybe the people in the chat room and the people who will listen to this in the future, tap it in. If you think I'm crazy, say I'm crazy. Hit that like button, though. Doesn't mean you did it. Hit the like button, hit that share, tell a friend and tune in. But if I sound crazy, let me know. No one ever addressed the fact that Eric Spoelstra never made any adjustments in that. You have Dwayne Wade, one of the most dominant two guards in the history of the game, a dude who is already gone activated in the NBA Finals and single-handedly put the team on his back and won it for you, but you kept giving to LeBron James. And maybe, just maybe, what I heard today from just about every person, I made sure I listened to everything on sports today. I listened to shows that I don't traditionally listen to. And you know what I kept hearing? That Mike McCarthy got out coached. So if Mike McCarthy got out coached, maybe, just maybe, when Dak was hesitant to pull the trigger, maybe he saw that they was jumping routes. Maybe he was making the right decision, and then it fell on him because the system is so rudimentary. And even though it was a totally different coaching staff, a totally different situation, it takes me back to the last time the Ravens won a Super Bowl, and Ray Lewis and his crew came in there, and you know what they said when they left? That was the easiest system in the world to read. So is it that choking? Yeah. But is it a reason for your choking? Because you don't get to this point in your career and freeze. You don't freeze today. Because look, we've seen them have bad games. We've never seen them freeze up. If you're going to choke, you're going to choke. Joe Flacco choked. Dak Prescott choked. But if they're saying he was hesitant, maybe Dak was seeing something that the man on the street don't see. And if they're saying, like that one interception he threw to, I forgot the dude's name. It was on the left-hand side. It was over the left tackle shoulder.
Andrews. Is it Alexander? Andrews, Alexander, something like that.
He was trying to throw to that small receiver. And the DB looked like he was running the route. He jumped the route so well, he pretty much knocked the receiver down and caught it. And I'm like, if you on top of it like that, something else is going on. Did he choke?
Bro.
Everybody knows Dak Prescott fan.
Listen. Let me say this. And let me be perfectly clear about what I'm about to say, man. Listen, and appreciate you, Care, for cleaning that up. Because it's gonna be a cakewalk. But yeah, bro, at the end of the day, Dak Prescott is a very good quarterback. Okay? Very good quarterback. Matter of fact, I'm one of the few people that's gonna defend Dak when the Dallas Cowboy fans ready to crucify him after a game like he had last night. Get rid of Dak. When they was trying to put what's the kid name? Cooper Rush. When they wanted him replaced with him. I'm like, stop it. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop it. He's not better than Dak Prescott. But my point is Dak Prescott is not an elite quarterback. That's all I'm saying. If I say that, people going to lose their mind. If I speak anything negative about Dak Prescott and being in that Dallas Cowboy uniform in the playoff game and his record, which is what? It's 2-5 now, right? That's Dak Prescott record. He going to own that because he's the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboy 49ers. It's the 49ers, not 49ers, the Dallas Cowboy. It's the Dallas Cowboys record over the past however long Dak has been there, right? Mike McCarthy got to take some blame. Jerry Jones got to take some blame. That defense, everybody played like, can I cuss on your show? I'm sorry. Everybody played like shit last night. Dak had a shitty game. It ain't nothing I'm gonna look at about that game where I'm gonna say, you know what? Okay, Dak, I understand why you made it's the playoffs, bro. You done been here a few times, man. You done been here a few times. All right. We're not making no excuses for Dak tonight. Huh?
This the Chief seats. This our show.
All right, my bad. You look Chief seats. I gotta get acclimated to the new setup, man. That's my fault. I just woke up like 10 minutes ago. So let me get my bearings, man. But we're not making no excuses for Dak, bro.
Right.
We're not making no excuses for Dak. It is what it is. He had another shitty playoff game. It is what it is. You think you brought up Joe Flacco. Do you see them in the same weight class?
At the end of the day, at the rate he's going, that's exactly who he's going to be. He's going to be Joe Flacco. He's going to be Tony Romo. He's going to be Matthew Stafford. He's going to be
Kirk Cousins.
I think he better than Kirk, but okay, Kirk Cousins.
I just wanted to see how you was going to respond to that.
Yeah, Brad Johnson. He better than Trent Dilfer. He's those dudes. Like anybody who's ever listened to my sports programs, they know I got two categories of quarterbacks: win because and win with.
I think he better than Joe Flacco, though. I think he a little bit better. I know Joe Flacco got the Super Bowl, but that was a different kind of monster he had behind him. I think he's better than Joe Flacco.
But at this point, he not.
I mean, it's got to be his legacy at this point.
Yeah.
And I think the only way that you can fix that is being responsible for a Super Bowl win.
Yep.
You got to be the biggest part of you got to be the biggest part of why you won that Super Bowl, man.
He got to come in here and Phil Simms this thing.
That's the only way you're gonna clean that up.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my opinion.
I totally agree. He got to come in here and Phil Simms the thing. He got the Eli Manning the thing. He got the Jim Plunkett the thing. But the thing is, man, when you watch the National Football League, you look at a series of lies, if you ask me. The National Football League is a series of lies, point blank, period, end of story, no more questions. We're not going to say anything else. The reason I say that is this. You promote the passing game. You do everything you can to make sure the passing game works. It is the number one thing on every Sports Center highlight. You never see any runs. You never see any tackles. You never see anything but passing. That's a lie. You cannot. I will say this today. I'll say this tomorrow, and I've said it in the past. You run to win. You throw to score. The reason the Dallas Cowboys lost yesterday is because you can only defeat what you practice against. The Green Bay Packers and Aaron Jones came in here and punched him in the mouth. A few weeks ago, the Buffalo Bills punched him in the mouth. A few weeks before that, the Washington, the San Francisco 49ers punched him in the mouth. There is a void in great linebacker play in the National Football League. When you watched that game yesterday, they were in a dime package most of the game. If the team is running the ball down your throat, why do you have 200-pound men trying to get out of the way of 320-pound men? It's not a smart look. Dallas Cowboys got out-coached. They got overthought, and that's the result. And when you look around the league, 49 at top of the food chain. Philadelphia Eagles, before they started choking, they were running the ball down your throat, top of the food chain. The Ravens, top of the food chain. How did the Kansas City Chiefs win Saturday? Running the ball down your throat, top of the food chain. This is not by coincidence. When did Pittsburgh get on track? When Harris and the other cat when they start punching cats in the mouth. When did the Buffalo Bills get on track? When they stopped trying to let Brett Favre, little brother, be the man, and they start running the ball down your throat. Why can't the Miami Dolphins beat good teams? Because they got too many pass plays in their situation.
I'm going to answer Kev's question. Bro, you can put anybody but Baker Mayfield and Zach Wilson on that 49ers roster at the quarterback position and win a game. You can with that team. I would use a different example, but I mean it's a good question though because he said before that he said on the real Dallas overlooked Green Bay. You can hear in the press conference. What did he say before that? It was coming to something he made about the organization. Is it Dak or is it the organization?
Right, that was the last thing.
It's all of that.
Yeah.
It's all of that, bro. It's all of that because no, you can't put that. You ain't no way you could. The way that defense played, you're not putting that all on Dak.
No.
You're not putting that all on Dak.
No.
That's Mike McCarthy. That's the team as a whole coming to that game not prepared. You came into the playoff unprepared, and it showed. And I think they got a lot of talent. I think the talent may be a little bit overrated, especially the defense. But nah, bro. I mean, the blame got to be shared. But if you the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, you front and center. You the first one they point the finger at, man.
Yeah, and that's just it, man. It's just
that's just the nature of that's the nature of that beast right there.
And a lot of people out there talking about should they get Bill Belichick? Either you get Bill Belichick or you get Mike Vrabel. You know why you get Belichick or Mike Vrabel? Because those are two hard-nosed. See, what people love to
That'd
do.
be a disaster.
I don't think so. The reason I would get Belichick or Mike Vrabel for two. Mike Vrabel, well, I'm going to go with Belichick first. The reason I'm going with Bill Belichick is because everybody loves to ball watch Tom Brady. I mean, he the greatest. He the greatest. I'm a dude who was a Tom Brady fan when he was at Michigan. And I remember at the beginning of that run, Tom Brady didn't have to do a whole lot. The defense did it all.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch the Patriots this year, the defense was shutting a lot of teams down. The quarterback was just hitting wide open defenders. That's all he was doing, or he was throwing a lot of worm burners. Bill Belichick will scheme you into a win. All you have to do, Dak, we don't need you to win the game. We just need you not to blow it. People forget that that's how Tom Brady started his career off. That's how he ended his career too. When he won the last Super Bowl, Tampa they said, hey, bro, just don't blow it. And they won. That's why you got the name Playoff Lenny. Second, the reason I would even mess with Mike Vrabel, because it's one dude that really respects Mike Vrabel, and he is just what the doctor ordered for the Dallas Cowboys. They call him King Henry. Mike Vrabel, King Henry. He's a defensive-minded guy. He going to have schemes put in place. Look, this dude made it to the championship game with Tannenbaum as the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So if you can get to the second or third round, with Dak Prescott, you get to the Super Bowl. And that's why I say what I say. It's not that Bill Belichick is the end-all, be-all. He's not the greatest coach in the history of the world, and Bill Belichick is the answer to all that's wrong. But the Dallas Cowboys and most teams in the league don't have toughness. If people don't believe that toughness thing means something, all I need you to do is look wherever most of us are, in the middle of the map or to the right of the map. Go to the left of the map, right above Arizona, you'll see a place called Nevada. It's a place called Las Vegas in Nevada, and it's a team that was getting slapped around all season until they got a coach who added some toughness to them, who added some oomph to the defense, and all of a sudden the Raiders were a viable team. That's why I say Belichick and Vrabel.
But I'm gonna say this because you pointed out where I was already finna go. I think the biggest problem in Dallas is the coaching. It always has been. We talked about that earlier today. I mean, everybody from Jason Garrett didn't work out with Parcells. But listen, Belichick, I think that's a disaster because of who your owner/GM is.
Yeah.
Right? Because Jerry Jones, when Belichick decided he was ready to move off of Tom Brady, that ain't something Jerry Jones is going to go for. And Belichick, he got to do it his way. When you got those two personalities in the same business, bro, if Belichick want to go left and Jerry Jones want to go right, how you think that's going to play out?
It's gonna be.
For example, let's say Belichick come in there and he don't like Dak Prescott. He want to move on past Dak Prescott, right? He want to make a trade or something to try to bring in another quarterback, a young quarterback. What you think Jerry gonna say to that?
You know what? Hey, if I'm Bill Belichick, all I would do is this. You see who this man is on this picture? Yeah, that's Jimmy Johnson. Okay. Either that or hey, jump way out the window and hire Jimmy back, because I saw Jimmy at the halftime show. Jimmy was looking like he was coaching the team. He was fired up.
He was hot. I'm telling you, when I saw that, I'm like, hey, he need to go ahead down to the sideline.
Yeah.
They might be able to turn it around because 27-0 at halftime. Hey man, we seen comebacks before. I mean, y'all need to get him on on the sideline. He got the passion that y'all team need because they look flat.
Yeah.
They look flat. I mean, but yeah, bro, the coaching, I think the coaching is, I mean, I'm talking about the entire coaching staff just took the night off, bro.
Yeah, man. They
I
were
mean,
pure.
they needed somebody to come in that locker room with a halftime speech or something.
I remember years ago, Dave Wanstead, who used to be the defensive coordinator for Jimmy. Brian Cox, outspoken linebacker for the Patriots, for the Jets, for the Dolphins, for the Bears. He said, man, with Dave Wanstead, all we did in halftime was take a pee. I was like, wow. And that's what it looked like last night. Look, I'm not gonna be in I'm not gonna, do the whole, like you said, we're not gonna lay this at Dak's feet. It lays at his feet because he's the quarterback. Quarterback is face of the game. Quarterback can throw 5 interceptions and they win, and he's gonna be he won. And that's it. So you get all the gravy, so you're gonna get the grief this week. But we're not gonna put all the grief on your lap because next week, when your man Josh Allen is throwing the worm burners, we're gonna like, oh, yeah. And we're gonna hear all the excuses. Like Dan Orlovsky tried to say, why is everybody else getting the smoke? Okay, well, you're gonna eat those in 7 days, and then you're gonna eat those words because your favorite quarterback is gonna be hitting wide open DBs. With that being said,
you talking about the coaches though. Before we move on, man. Shout out to the young coach Matt LaFleur. Shout out to Jordan Love. Shout out to CJ Stroud because this weekend them boys showed out, man. They just showed you the NFL as far as the quarterback position go. We bringing in this new era. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, and I hope that they can repeat that same success. And it ain't over for neither one of them in the playoffs. But shout out to them kids, man.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to them boys.
Look, man, balance is the key. I don't care what nobody. Oh man, we got Tom Brady. Tom Brady went 10 years without winning the Super Bowl without a running back. End of the day, what I really like about DeMeco Ryans, Alex Smith showed it a month ago, and then they did it again. What we're noticing is this: the reason that Mike Shanahan, Kyle Shanahan, new version of the West Coast offense thing is working is because they're grooming the dude up under them.
Exactly.
DeMeco Ryans took the dude who was right up under Kyle Shanahan, and Mike McDaniels, he's a dude who's up under Kyle Shanahan.
Yep.
And this dude was a dude that was up under Kyle Shanahan too. Look, do everything you can to make sure, make sure you do what you got to do to get people who are innovative. Look, it's 2 ways to win: innovation that incorporates the run, that tires out people, or old school thing that punks people out. That's how you win in sports. You impose your will. If you're a boxer, I'm gonna hit them ribs. I'm gonna tighten up them ribs until you fold. If you are a baseball player, I'm gonna make you throw as many pitches as possible so your legs get tired. If you're an offensive lineman, do you think I'm gonna get tired doing this, or do you think I'm gonna make you tired pressing you? This is basic, man. Oh, he's a genius. Nah, ain't no genius. Just don't throw the ball to the other team and punk out the other team. I mean, I'm gonna take it to the stepfathers, not only to coaching in Dallas. You would never, you'll know win again until Jerry Jones steps away from the day-to-day operation. It could be that, and maybe that's why I say Bill Belichick needs to step up, or like you said, maybe Jimmy needs to go back. But until thank you, Ray to Care, for participating in the program. Until Jerry Jones humbles himself, the curse of Jimmy Johnson might be a real thing. They're gonna be Dallas got punked and couldn't bounce back. Exactly. See, they did prepare.
I got one last question for Ray to Kev and for Ben. I want y'all to answer this in the chat for me. Which one was it? Did Green Bay play better than you thought they would, or Dallas played worse than you thought they would? Which one is it? That's what I want to know. That's for them.
While we wait on them, I answer that. I think Green Bay played the same game they've been playing the whole month. Green Bay didn't change it. Look,
they've been on fire for about 5-6 games, bro.
When you run that football, you are going to win. Oh man, this is a throwing league. Okay, show me the team that threw their way into a championship, and then I just shut up. Everybody, the greatest show. I know a lot of people, the greatest show on turf. Marshall Faulk.
Mm-hmm.
Marshall
Yeah.
Faulk. Drew
Because
Brees, he had Thomas, and Bush. Nope. You cannot throw your way into a Super Bowl.
yeah,
Dallas played a lot worse. Yeah, they
man.
did.
Listen, before we get into this cat situation, I'm gonna say this about Dallas, and I'm gonna leave it alone.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what their identity was this year.
They still don't have one.
I don't know what their identity was this year. Who are you as a team? You know what I'm saying? You know who? I don't know. Is it
They don't.
Tony Pollard? You know what I'm saying?
They don't.
A ground and pound? Was it CeeDee Lamb on the big plays? I mean, what's your identity? Was it the defense? Because the defense ain't been consistent at all.
But
One week it's like
they got a bunch of little bitty dudes. You know what they need to do,
Mhm.
man? For real. Dallas Cowboys. I'm not a Cowboy fan. I'm a Dak fan. I'm not a Dallas Cowboy fan. I'm a Dak fan. I'm not a Dallas Cowboy fan. I'm a Dak fan. I love Michael Parsons. What y'all need to do is move Michael Parsons to middle linebacker so he can shut down anything running that way. And y'all better get some dogs on the outside, and then y'all can win. You're not gonna win with these little dudes, man. It's not. Look, man, they gonna get these hog mollies to mow you down. Dallas, Micah is a demon. Play him like they used to play Lance Briggs, like they used to play Pepper Johnson. We can go chapter, book, and verse on how you can move him around and make him effective. But if you don't get somebody to stop the run, you are not going to win in this National Football League. Y'all can go,
man, what's interesting to me,
is 75,000 yards down the field, blah, 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 this, that, and third. It's not going to happen.
This was interesting to me about Dallas, man. All year long, I mean, first of all, their schedule was lightweight, right? Mm-hmm. But they've been inconsistent all year long. And me and you, we can sit back and we can see the coaching, like you just pointed out, moving Michael Parsons, little stuff like that. But I hadn't heard anything come out of that locker room with anybody being just, discontent with anything. It's like with the mess that it is, clearly you got what it takes to go deep in the playoffs. But for whatever reason, certain things you can't clean up. You know what I'm saying? And nobody has come out. Normally, when you're dealing with a situation like that, you will have a player saying, "Man, listen, we all right, but we need to do X, Y, Z, or we need to do this, we need to do that. I'm not getting the ball enough, or we need to start making sure that on defense we do this or we do that." You're not hearing none of that. It's just a whole bunch of, "Nah, we'll see y'all. We better than what you think you are. Keep underestimating." Like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's a mess.
Okay, Coach Prime. You better get us now. Yeah, okay.
Hey, you can't talk about Coach Prime, bro. Leave that alone, man.
No, I'm just saying, okay. Dak and the defense sucked. Exactly. That's just it. Dak and the defense sucked.
Everybody was trash.
At the end of the day, every team that has ever won has an identity, as you stated.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have one. Your identity cannot be, we're gonna blow you out the gym. We've seen it. We've seen it fail time and time again. That defensive coordinator, what's my man Marcus Spears put on Twitter last night. I will go in the locker room. No, nobody take off nothing. Everybody go home. Everybody fired. That's what everybody is fired.
Man, listen. But you can't do that. I don't think they'll make any changes in the offseason. I don't think they will. I don't even think they're gonna get rid of Mike McCarthy. I think everything is gonna stay as it is, and they're gonna run it back.
You run it back. And see, that's the thing, man. You can run it back in Texas. You can run it because people in Texas love football. You can run it back in Chicago because people look. The Chicago Bears ain't been worth 1,000 cookies since 85, 86. They've had like 4 good years since 85, 86. And I got a cousin who defends Jay. So you can do that in these towns when you Chicago or across the South. We can run it back because then they're gonna say, "I love my team." But if you love your team, you'll stop going or you'll start tripping.
They ain't gonna change nothing, bro. I don't know what nobody's contract is. I'm not a Cowboy fan.
Ben is a Cowboy fan to say it.
Yeah, I know. Listen, Ben, my heart go out to you, bro. For real. All jokes aside, man. Listen, I'm not a Cowboy hater, but for the Cowboy haters that I know personally, it wasn't even enjoyable for them to talk junk yesterday. Cause I mean, it made people nervous. Like, damn. But shout out to Green Bay, man. Come on, you got to show them some love,
That's
man.
the thing.
Green
On the
Bay
Wednesday show,
lights out, man. They
on the
played
Wednesday.
they played from kickoff all the way to the bottom of the fourth quarter, man. They did not let off the gas, man.
I'm a little older than y'all, you and Ben, but I remember this reminds me, Reddy Kev and maybe Roland will remember this game that I'm about to mention. It was the late 80s, right after the late 80s, early 90s, right after USFL had folded. And it was and the Saints came in and they were the hottest team in the world. Jim Morrow's down there. Bobby Abel was the quarterback. The whole world was loving the Saints. And the Minnesota Vikings looked just like the Green Bay Packers did yesterday. It was, as a matter of fact, the Cowboys looked solid yesterday compared to the way the Saints looked that day.
No way in hell.
I'm telling
no way.
you.
It was 48-16 in the fourth yesterday, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
48-16 in the fourth. I know what the score said. We ain't worried about garbage points. 48-16. And all you heard, hey, we playing at home. We don't lose at the house.
Yeah. We
don't lose at the crib. That's all you heard.
You remembered that game.
You got everybody. And you remember that game? Yeah. See that?
It was an ass whooping of epic proportions. And when I was watching it, I was like, this looked like that Minnesota Saints game in the 90s, man. It was like, because you just knew the Minnesota Vikings, man, y'all gonna get it this time. Man, they went in there.
I'm trying to remember who was on that team.
Man, it was Anthony Carter, Jake Reed, Byron Nelson. Man, they went to New Orleans and
smacked them around.
Man, slapped them chumps around, and that's how the Cowboys looked yesterday. With that being said, let's go on to another topic. The topic of the hour, too sweet to be sour. Our homeboy Cat Williams added out. Everybody in the world is saying, this is the year of the truth. This is what we're going to tell the truth.
You want to talk about Cat Williams?
Yeah. Are we telling the truth, or are we just telling the story in a court to get attention?
Okay. Go ahead.
No, I'm asking you. I'm a rebuttal after what you say.
Are you said are we telling the truth?
Because now all of a sudden everybody running to the TV. I got a story to tell. Or are we just fishing for attention?
I think it's a combination of both. Because listen, we love drama. And at the end of the day, it's a sad situation to me because you got cats going at each other's neck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got cats going at each other's neck. But at the end of the day, pressure busts a pipe, man. Mm-hmm. And I've been dealing with a situation at work where you got these cliques, right? Mm-hmm. It's clicked off. It's divided in like 5 different pieces, right? And the way Cat described it was like that's a similar situation to what he dealing with, in the comedy industry. You know what I'm saying? You got these cliques, and he felt like them cliques was coming for him, and they came on, they said things, they did things, and he just felt like, you know what? I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna speak my truth. And he got more people defending him than they got defending them.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, you keep hearing the same thing over and over. Sooner or later, whether it's truth or not, reality. Perception is reality.
Exactly.
See, you know what I'm saying?
My issue with that whole thing is this. Look, I don't have an issue with anything that Cat Williams said. As a matter of fact, Cat Williams I didn't have one revelation when he opened.
Only issue I had was all them books he said he read. It's a lot of books.
You know what, though, man? I know people. I don't know nobody who read 3,000 books in a year, but I know people who are for
3,000 books, man.
Hey, man. Mark Lamont Hill showed his crib once.
Okay.
And he had a kitchen table stacked this high with books. And he said he reads those books. So,
okay.
It seems insane, but if you're not a TV watcher, if you're not if that's your thing, that's your thing. Like me, dude. I don't get me wrong. I ain't read 3,000.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Cat Williams got a lot of kids, man. So he read a whole lot of children's books.
You're right.
Yeah, he said he got about 10 kids.
Read Ed and the First Reader. See,
he
man,
reading 20 books a night.
run. He could have did that. But with
Redfish,
that,
bluefish.
right. But the thing is, man, he didn't say what this like everybody jumped on the Cat Williams these dudes tripping bandwagon. But what they didn't, what we really not talking about is what he's talking about. The fact that, well, if you heard my show last week, you heard me say Cat Williams touched on every principle of Kwanzaa last week. And nobody really identified it. One of the things he talked about, Ujamaa. Ujamaa is take on your brothers and sisters' problems and take them on as your own and then come up with a solution. Nevermore. Nevermore deserved to star on the Walk of Fame. Nevermore does more than likely does not. She didn't live in a world where you could make 25, 30, $40 million in a year. She was probably making $1 million, $1.5 million a year. And after she got through, it was probably 350, 400,000. So Cat Williams gave her the money. That's how we come together. He talked about supporting each other. And what he did, I remember nobody even mentioned the fact that Cat Williams mentioned, you know, what most comedians of this time will kick people in the behind, kick these young YouTube comedians and TikTok and Instagram comedians in the behind. He shouted out a few. Again,
they love him. Them young cats love him too.
Yeah, they love him. So all, you know, helping people, giving out money and things like that nature, not judging people, listening. He mentioned listening to people who were homeless and in worse situations than him. He's doing these things. Nobody mentioned that. And that's why I'm forced to be conspiracy man. And I want, you know, I didn't even bring this to you when we having a pre-show fist fight. Is this truth-telling mission a way to stop us from paying attention to these politicians who we need to be leery of in November? Because all of a sudden, y'all snitching on Jeffrey Epstein and the people that didn't get told on. Y'all talking about Cat Williams, y'all talking about this, and these people trying to take all our rights away by the end of the year.
I don't think it was intentional. I think that's what could happen because it's just, you know, it's what we do. It's who we are. I mean, our attention span right now is just so caught up on these type of things. It shouldn't be that, but it can very well be, you know, because that's just how we move. But I don't think that was something that was put in place for. Is that if that's what you're saying?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
I don't think it's something that's put in place because Cat always been Cat.
No, what I'm saying,
you talking about just truth telling in general.
This whole mission, Cat just happened to be a grain of rice in the gumbo.
Yeah. I mean, I can't argue. It's hard to argue that. We done seen it before.
Yeah.
We've seen it too many times. We done seen exactly what you just described too many times for me to say no. You know what I'm saying? So it's always something that's going to distract you from something that you need to be focused on. You know, I hate that. I hate that that's what it is. I mean, I hate social media, man. I had to leave a group yesterday on Facebook or whatever because of these same type of distractions. You know, it just became so distracting and you get so consumed and you just lose so much time and attention. And yeah, bro, I'm with you 100% on that.
Yeah, man, because it's awful strange that all of a sudden that Jeffrey Epstein, hold it, man. We knew y'all got a it's a Facebook, it's a Netflix documentary on this dude. We know this. We know y'all didn't give out the whole list. We know it's some people out here rich and powerful enough to not get their name put on the list. But we gonna focus on that. And meanwhile, it's the old banana and tailpipe. While we focusing on this, we got y'all folk. Oh, look at this shiny thing, and then we in your purse, we in your wallet.
Yep.
I'm gonna bump into you, and then that's your wallet, that's your breast pocket.
Even stuff that we feel like is positive and things that we may need end up becoming a distraction, bro. It's like, let me give you an example. It might be a weird example. I'm gonna give you one. But I saw a trailer yesterday for this movie coming out about Martin Luther King and Malcolm X's relationship, right? Beautiful. That's great. That's cool. But bro, how many more of these movies are we going to get about Malcolm and Martin? What about E.B. Du Bois? You know what I'm saying? When we gonna get that movie? You know what I'm saying?
We're not.
There's so many soldiers that we had that, you know, document their life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, and it's like you kind of feeding us the same thing over and over again. We know these stories. And I mean, I'm glad that we putting something positive out there. And I'm not trying to knock the movie or anybody behind it. I don't know who's behind it. But you know, look, stuff like that, man. It's like if we gonna if we gonna push our story or things that are gonna benefit our community, you know what I'm saying? Let's do it for real.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's do
Yeah,
it for real. Go
like
ahead.
Roland Reviews. We need to be supporting her. We need to be sure support BS3. We need to be short
Hmm.
our network, which is Park Bench Media. We need to be short in the bench media. We need to be supporting everything humanly possible. I got a cop coming on. I got my man Hoop Till It's Hurt coming on. I got a bunch of people. I got other podcasters coming on my platform to promote their podcast, because not just to bring people to attention to me. I got Ben coming on in a couple of weeks. We need to be moving things in the right direction so we can collectively, again, this is this Kwanzaa thing. And you know what? As I'm talking to you, I'm going to separate I'm going to make segments of my show, things of Kwanzaa. And that's how I'm
Right.
going to promote that. Because all these mid-level distractions that we continue to tap into and move forward on, we keep getting distracted. You're right. Why have we never had a Sojourner Truth a movie? Why haven't we
Hmm.
had Shirley Chisholm coming out? Shout out to Regina King. Shout out to her.
Okay.
She's doing the Shirley Chisholm
That's
story.
what's up. That's
We
what's up. I
need
didn't know that.
these stories. We need a Fannie Lou Hamer. Instead of people, no disrespect to the sister, mad respect for her. Instead of you crying, pissing, and moaning, Monique, about Oprah and Lee Daniels, and you not getting a shot and you not getting your money, why don't y'all start? Look, Taraji P. Henson, you upset that you not getting paid properly. Country Wayne, Big Ja, and Big Ja, his crew, Country Wayne, and Ali Sadiq, they showing y'all wasting y'all time asking these people for money.
It's a
How?
whole generation of comedians coming up doing it on their own. And it's like I got into a little back and forth this morning, and even with athletics, even with sports. I mean, it's enough there to whole nother conversation. I get it, and we probably ain't got time in this show to get to it. But bro, like what I love about what you do the most, one of the things that drew me to you and ultimately working with you was listening to you on your shows talk about these elections that are coming up, encouraging people to go out there and vote, putting spotlights on some of these local officials that need to be recognized, and just forcing people to think, not telling somebody, well, go do this and go do that, but this is what this guy is bringing to the table, look into that, you know what I'm saying? Go talk with your city council meetings and stuff like that. I mean, that's something that we need as a community, man. That's something that we need, and that's using your platform the right way.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're gonna get on here and entertain. That's cool. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying?
This woman right here, if y'all haven't followed her, please follow her right now. She has Trump supporters on her, Black Trump supporters on her show. A lot of people be like, why are you doing that? Because you need to understand what other people thinking. Even if you think they did wrong, you need to hear it. You need to understand it and understand the thinking behind other people. I'm not finna talk nobody out of support nothing. Because guess what? While I'm standing here, hey, see, it's 12 people that walked past me that I could have helped.
Yep.
No.
Yep. So
I'm
it's
not trying to convince you.
2024. Black people, let's stop moving with such division. Let's stop being so divided, man. Stop publicly going at each other's neck like that. We don't need to do that no more, man. Listen, it's cool if you're entertained, but at the end of the day, let's cut some of that out, man. Let's cut some of that out, man. I know we love drama. I know we entertained by that stuff, but it's time out for that, man.
It's time out for that. It's truly time out for it, man. And speaking of drama and calamity and ganging up on the person, our last topic is the LeBron James situation. Every time we turn around, if you're a sports fan, you got people. Look, I was not a Kobe Bryant fan. At no point.
Shame on you for that. Shame on you for that, bro.
In my life, have I ever rooted for Kobe Bryant? Every shot he took, I wanted him to miss. But at no point in my life did I say he overrated, he a bum, he ain't this, he just, those clowns that used to be like, he snitched on Shaq. What they got to do with basketball? He want to be like Jordan. You do too. Look, we can boo people. You are a San Francisco 49er fan. You spent the first 20 minutes of this show defending a Dallas Cowboy quarterback. We can hate the teams. We can boo the players. But what we gonna have to stop doing is tearing down people to build up somebody else. That has never worked in the history of Earth, in the history of the planet Earth. We have never been able to successfully tear somebody down and put somebody up. It does not work that way.
That's right. That's right. That's right. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna end mine, like you said on the Chronic album, bro. Dak Prescott. And I started with Dak. I'm gonna end with Dak. I never said I disliked the brother. I never said I hated the brother. But if you want to help some of these players, tell them the truth.
Yeah.
Tell them the truth. You know what I'm saying? You're not elite. And maybe he need to hear that. Dak, if you're listening, you're not elite, brother. You know what I'm saying? You're still young. You got time to work on it. Figure it out. It's too it's too late to tell Jerry Jones to fall back. So I'm talking to you, Dak.
And guess what? Speaking of Dak and speaking of Jerry Jones, for y'all who's saying Dak don't need that much money, this is what I want y'all to understand. Dak Prescott came in after Tony Romo broke a bone in his back. He took that team to the playoffs instantly and retired Tony Romo. If Jerry Jones had the intelligence and the common sense that he claims he has, he was supposed to sign that boy to an extension that day. Dak Prescott would have been locked into $18 to $24 million, and he would just be coming up on $35, $40 million now. Dude rolled the dice and thought and didn't want to sign him, and now it's biting him in the butt. Shout out to Dak Prescott for not being a company man and saying, "Oh no, I don't want $50 million. I want 35. No, I want 50. I want 50. I want 70." So
I don't care who you are. Hey, you black athletes, go out there and get your money, man. Listen, Zach Wilson better than Bryce Young right now. Give Bryce $100 million.
Man,
give him $100 million right now.
And we don't even know if Bryce Young is good because, hey, it's kind of hard
we know he ain't good
with a dude standing on your neck.
Yeah, you got a point. You got a point. He ain't got no help out there, man. I can go out there and block better for him.
Right. It's hard to throw a football like this.
That's what's up, man.
With that being said, man, we want to thank y'all. Hit that like button, hit that share, tell a friend, and tap in, subscribe to Park Bench Media, subscribe to Wrap It Up Sports, subscribe to The End of the Bench, subscribe. Go to www.theendofthebench.com, subscribe. I want y'all to tune in tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Build and Destroy. I want you to tune in 26 minutes to BS3, or come back to The End of the Bench Media and watch me, Ben, Dalt, and Wilkes. We are the dopest. You know what? Big John them stole our idea, man.
Word.
They doing black reviews. They stole our idea. But
who is this?
Big John, to the max. They stole our idea.
Oh, nah. Come on,
They doing black movie reviews, man. They doing black movie reviews. But
make sure y'all lock in on that, man.
In 25 minutes.
What y'all talking about tonight?
We are talking about Dave Chappelle, the Dreamer. Dave Chappelle,
I loved it.
Dreamer.
I loved it. Dave Chappelle, the greatest storytelling comedian ever, man.
One of the greatest to ever do it. Dave Chappelle. Then Wednesday, I'll be on with Trey and Maestro of the Barbershop Podcast. And maybe next week I got Ben. After that, we might have Ben back-to-back days. Me and Ben might be on here 3 days next week. We got Ben on Hold My Beer. We're gonna have him on Rapper with H-Rap. We got Trey and Maestro on Hold My Beer. We're gonna have a funky good time. We taking over
dope lineup, man.
We taking over the industry. Next week,
super dope lineup.
A lieutenant from the Chicago Police Department. Lieutenant Dan. Look, his name is Dan. Lieutenant Dan. But we got my man Dan. He is a police officer. He created a youth group. He mentored my son. He helped my son learn music. He's a very progressive brother in the community, doing everything he can. Me and him have the same mission. I am networking with everybody. People, stop not sharing. If you have a platform and you come on here, I'm just not gonna get your people. You're gonna get my people. And I had somebody on my show who didn't share one bit. they didn't share with one of their people because oh no, I don't want you taking my people. And when I lap you, I'm gonna tap you on your shoulder when I run past you. So with that being said, hey, I ain't lying, man. It's personal now. It's personal now. With that being said, I see y'all in about 20. I will see y'all in 19 minutes. 19 minutes on BS3 Network and Into the Bench Media. We are doing the forecast. Me, Brooks, Dog, Ben. We are the forecast. We're doing Dave Chappelle. 2 fingers, 1 word. It's your man H-Rap, and I am out.
52-10, 49ers over Green Bay.